Hi, how are you? It's Travis in here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Hardcore Warrior.
Greetings.
Today, we are in Orgrimmar, guys. We had an interesting Zul'Farrak run last episode. And it looks like we got something going on here. Bunch of corpses hanging out in Orgrimmar. I wonder what they're dying to. They're probably fighting Gammon and getting completely wrecked. That's my guess. All right, so let's get out of here, guys. I don't think we have any quests to pick up or anything to learn. Necklace Recovery would be an Uldaman quest that we could pick up. We do Uldaman soon. I don't know if we will, though. There's not really much in there for us to get, to be honest. We could do
You
it.
haven't lived until you've looked down on the world from the back of a wind rider.
Okay, so where do we want to go next? Because Camp Maache would be good. We have a few quests over there. We have a quest to turn in. Turn to Witch Doctor Uzeri, and then there's it's an ogre quest. Yeah, the ogres of Feralas. Probably check that out. And then we'll make our way back to Tanaris. I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. That was a scary run at the end. It was a smooth run for the most part, but the end was a little bit shaky. Pretty thankful that, we got through it and no one, died. And I'm also thankful that no one roached out, right? No one just ran away and panicked. Because we needed everybody for that. I was just trying to taunt and like apply debuffs, like War Stomp, Stun. That's what I was trying to do there. But we survived it. But next time I do that, I'm going to make sure to check the left-hand side. Because the first time I did that, we did that. Like I did the pull, I think the exact same. And nothing happened. We just pulled her in and she got wrecked and it was smooth. But this time around, it was a little bit different. It was nice that we got the gloves and the shoulders now, though. Pretty nice plate, shoulders and gloves there. And I seen a post about another person who got into an intense situation in Zul'Farrak on the WoW Hardcore subreddit. I think he was like a paladin tank. Pretty geared. And they did a pull somewhat like that. Yeah, he loots the quest item from Hydromancer. And DPS run in the open room. And nothing cleared. They chain pull for pretty much the same spot as us. They chain pull 3 packs. But I'm very strong. I think he's like a level 50. And he grabs thread in like 3 to 4 seconds because he has like just concentrates and then consecrates, and then picks up everything. Paladins are pretty good with AoE threat. And then supposedly a feral just like ran away. A rogue stuck around, the healer stuck around. And yeah, they had to run out. The healer got wrecked eventually. It was pretty rough. But they pretty much wiped because, the druid, somebody roached out on them that could have like healed and, done some CC. If it's a druid, then it's most likely night elf, I guess, right? Because they have a paladin with them. So his racial doesn't really help too much. If it was a Tauren, like War Stomp is amazing for pulls like that. Yeah, if you check it out, like stuns up to 5 enemies for 2 seconds. This helps out quite a bit. Like after a War Stomp goes off, you can get a cast off. The healer can get like pretty much a cast off without even getting hit. No damage is really going out. Gives your group a little bit of breathing room. They had a hunter as well, a rogue and a hunter. Supposedly the hunter did pretty good. Probably with like a frost trap or something like that. So yeah, he got hexed. And then a hunter, so they aggroed onto the hunter, and he didn't just feign death right away. He actually pulled the mobs away for 8 seconds of the hex. And then once he got out of the hex, they went back to the paladin. And then eventually he got teleported out. Because that's what you do in those situations sometimes. Sometimes you just, you leave the group. And then you get put on a timer. It's like a minute. And then you get, like, teleported out of the dungeon. But I'm happy that didn't happen to us. We had, like, a pretty solid group that was ready to roll if things got dicey. Well, we will be going back into ZF. We'll try to get sword. Yeah, Sangthrace. And Jankthrace. And we'll get Sulthrace if we get them both, but pretty rare to get that. But it would be fun to try. We could do Uldaman. But there really isn't much in there for us other than this Arcadic Stone. The ring's pretty nice. Two-handed, the Rock Pounder's good. Everything's really just on the last boss. I wonder if anybody's looking for Uldaman or Zul'Farrak. A little too low for Maradin. Maradin would be good. There's a lot of good loot in there for us. Alright, so here we are back in Feralas. I can't match. Supposedly there's this guy.
Hey there. See ya later.
Can we turn that in? He begins the ritual. What the heck is he doing? He's doing a little dance in that on this mat here. I don't know what the heck that is. Is it water? The Musak vessels are now ready, Travestine.
Hello, man.
All right, well, let's check these quests out. I think we'll just do the Ogre quest. Zookash Infestation's actually kind of rough. I'm a little worried about that one, too. You have to fight all these bugs down here. There's a little bit of red there. You have to go into the bug compound, which is kind of like going into a cave. And when you're in a cave, you kind of get trapped sometimes. Alright, so we have to find Rock Orhan. I know Rock goes up and down here. Probably over this way. We'll have to find him. So this ogre quest we could get wrecked too. I think we're going to be fighting all the ogres here. It's a little scary. Is that Rock Orhan there? There he is.
Greetings. Now that you have proven that you are a true fighter, I trust that you possess the courage to continue with the task at hand. Travel to the high wilderness, southwest of here. There lie some abandoned and destroyed structures, on land that once belonged to the Night Elves. Look for these ruins, and when you see the withered trees and desecrated terrain, you will find the Gorduni. Push them back. These ogres are much stronger than the ones you faced previously, adventurer. Be aware.
Yeah, and they're grouped up too, so we gotta watch it. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is doing pretty damn well. Sold over 3 million copies. Which makes me... It's weird because you see like articles saying this stuff like, you know, Kingdom Come Deliverance sells 3 million copies. And then you hear like gaming is... Like they're having trouble selling games. You know what I mean? I guess some games, right? I guess the games that are, you know... The top 1% of games don't have trouble. But maybe, you know, majority of releases have trouble getting sales like that. And they say there's like a black hole effect with games. And it makes sense. Like, I don't really buy a lot of games, to be honest. Since I play WoW, and that's what they call the black hole effect. Is when somebody, you know, plays one game. And the reason why they play that game is because this could be bad. Okay, good. The reason why they play that one game is because they've leveled a bunch of characters in that game. They've put money into, you know, cosmetics and all that stuff. So they're invested, right? So they don't ever play other games or put their money into, you know, trying other games. And they think that's hurting, you know, gaming. Which makes sense because, you know, if you just play one game, like, there's nothing wrong with that. But you are missing out on a lot of other games that are probably pretty good. Do we pull another one? No? Okay, good. Getting a little lucky here. These brutes are pretty tough. I think we could handle a pull of 2. I don't know if we could handle 3. Still have 2 target dummies, though. This one is a warlock. These are the ones we actually want to find. The question is, if we charge in, will we fight him? Will we fight more than just him? Not too sure. I'll charge in. I think we're okay. Take a lot more damage than the brutes. Which is nice to see. Just need to watch out charging in like that. Should be fine. And I don't think they run. It's one thing about ogres. It's a good thing about them. They don't run away. And then we want the maulers, right? Just the maulers and the warlocks. No one else here. Warlock down there. Yeah, I could say I've fallen into the black hole of WoW for many years. And I've missed out on quite a few games. So it is a real thing. I assume Fortnite's probably like that as well. You know, any game where you buy a lot of skins, probably League of Legends, Counter-Strike. But it is fun just playing one game, you know, you kind of you get decent at it, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say like I'm an amazing WoW player, but I'm okay, I would say. I'm all right. Done a few things. But I think that's another thing people like. You know, if you play a new game, right? There's a learning curve, and it takes a bit of time to get over that. And some people just don't enjoy that process. And to be honest, before I started playing Classic WoW, like me and my friends when we used to game a lot, we'd be playing a new game like every month or two. Like we had trouble just sticking with one game. Like 1 month we're playing League of Legends, next month's Dota 2, month after that we're playing Rust or some other game. You know, and then we play like WoW for 3 months, and then we stop playing WoW, and then back to like Rust again. It's kind of like a cycle of games we would play. Play Counter-Strike for a bit. A little bit of StarCraft for a few weeks. It's fun doing that. And the reason why that gets addicting is because of that learning curve, right? You at the beginning, if you're willing to put the time in, you get to really see yourself, you know, quickly learning the game. And then eventually you plateau. And then to get even better at the game, you have to put like a much more time in it. It's a little bit more challenging. It's like getting gold in League of Legends, you know what I mean? You're like to silver. And then if you want to get to gold or platinum, you have to, you know, put in quite a bit of effort and research to get to that next level. And it's sort of like a grind, I guess you could say. That's not always enjoyable. And it doesn't happen instantly. And that's usually when people switch, right? They're like, you know what? I'm going to play another game. I think hardcore is probably like that too. After somebody like loses 2-3 characters, they're probably like, you know what? I'm done. Moving on. We're just back to like normal WoW. And I wouldn't say hardcore is like... You need a lot of skill for it. You know, like a lot of it is just being patient and knowing what you can and can't fight. There's a little bit of luck to it too. You know, I've gotten a little bit lucky on this character, I would say. Like when we were in Lost Rigger Cove and I almost got wrecked by those 3 swashbucklers. Like, that was pretty lucky that we got away, I guess. And when they all, you know, when I layered and they all spawned on top of me, pretty lucky that we weren't deeper inside the Lost Rigger Cove and we didn't just like panic and pull a bunch of stuff. That's an easy way for you to, you know, get wrecked. But it was a good lesson when that happened. I'm never going to join a group unless I'm, like, you know, in a safe place. Alright, so this will be our last Mauler. And then we just have to hunt down Warlocks. I remember doing this quest before, and the Warlocks are always kind of a big pain. Because they're a little bit deeper... in. It's like not many here. But yeah, I used to be a game hopper quite a bit. I would just hop from game to game. Everybody I gamed with did the same thing. No one really just stuck to one game. But now I kind of do with WoW. WoW's kind of like the game I haven't stopped playing for I guess you could say 6 years now. Maybe even longer than that. But I haven't been, I think the reason why I've been able to keep playing like that is because I haven't really burnt myself out. I only play like a little bit. You know, I'm not like playing 12 hours a day, grinding like crazy, right? That's how you get burnt out in WoW. You just, it's a pretty therapeutic and relaxing game, I would say. If you know, play casually. Oh, we're doing all right here. We got a few more down here. We have to find shamans. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. The shamans are deeper in. Almost done with the warlock. Shamans are probably pretty tough. One thing about shamans, they hit hard. And it's usually out of nowhere, right? With shamans. Well, that was a little goofy there. I pulled a charge. But we're okay. Mauler. Kind of need an escape route. I guess it's up here. Mauler. These guys are a little tough, the warlords. Can go up that way and be pretty damn safe. Keep an eye out on the patrols is always a good thing to do. And it's been fun checking out Endgame again in Classic Vanilla. I've only played for a little bit, but it's been cool looking at Pre-Bis and all that on the Mage. Maybe we'll do a little bit of that on the Warrior if we get to 60, right? See how far we go. Pretty easy to die, though, guys. In those dungeons. That's 60. Like Strat Home Live and Golemance. Probably going to be waiting till 60 until we go in there. Could go in there pre-60, but you really have to be careful. Undead side's pretty scary as well. Upper Blackrock Spire's another one. Lower as well. Even Blackrock Depths. Could do a bit of that, but the deeper you get in, the higher of a chance, you know, you will potentially die. So we're almost done with the warlocks. We're still looking for shamans here. Interested to see if we have an escape plan. There's a patrol. They're good to get rid of. Had some deaths here. A couple mages. The Bio Freak died to falling in Duratar. Fenderana died in the Barrens to a Burning Blade Toxologist. And Kalthazad, it was like Kalthazad, died in the Eastern Kingdoms. Doesn't really tell you. Gorduni Battlemaster. Where the heck are the shamans? Let's get rid of this guy too. This is a good time to do this quest. You don't really get wrecked by these mobs. But the Battle Master will be a little bit harder to deal with. Just want to see if that one is a patrol. There's a Mage Lord. There's our final Warlock right there. Go fight this guy. Couple Warlocks here. There's a Shaman. A lot of patrols patrolling around here. And that was our final Warlock. Should we fight a Warlord? Is there anything around this Warlord? Couple Warlocks. There's a Shaman. Would like to fight the Shaman, but let's get rid of this Battle Master first. Got a lot of health. I assume the Warlord is probably the same. Slowly fight our way in. Come on. Should we get a food buff again? And Call of Duty's doing a shady battle pass move where supposedly Call of Duty at Black Ops 7 limited time modes will be available for battle pass only users. Seems to be a real popular thing nowadays, battle passes. Is he gonna get the shrink on us? No. I want him to get shrink. Pretty crappy debuff. But they're looking at ways to get people to, like, you know, incentivize getting the battle pass. Let's probably get rid of this mage. And we'll work our way up. This way. Shamans will be kind of rough. Once we get a little bit closer to the Shaman's heal, mostly like healers. Once we get closer, like 5 Shamans left, we will queue up for Zul'Farrak again. Okay. Got some cheese. Need that now. Yeah, it's been the last couple episodes of a few close calls. And there's 2 warlords up there. I'm gonna get this warlock over here, and then we'll fight the warlord. I just want to see what they're like. It's gonna take us a while to find all these shamans, but looks like we're in the right spot. There we go. Got a little bit of rage. Dodge. Yeah, a lot of health. Bunch of armor. Sunder a bit and help out. Big crit there at the end. They're not too bad. A lot of warlocks. I think the battle masters are probably the most ones we probably have to worry about, I think. There's barely any shamans. Is that one? Yeah. Right next to a warlord. Mage lord there. Looking for shamans? Yes. This guy in my group? He's in my... He's self-found? That's cool. Yeah, we can join each other's group, right? Because we're in the same layer. That's one thing we can do. Like, if I didn't see him here, I probably wouldn't join the group. But we can do this pretty damn easily. Hopefully, we don't get wrecked. We got a fortitude buff now, which is nice. You ready? It's also self-found. Almost taunt him off. Nice stun. Got the other one there. Try to get aggro on this one. There we go. He does a lot of damage. Cool seeing another self-found player. I might join this guild. Can I join the guild? It's the guild I'm in. How many people are raiding? Supposedly they have like another guild. Well, let's try to G-quit here. Thank you. There we go. We're in the guild. I don't know if my thing has a guild chat. It should. Is anybody on? That wants to get going though, probably. Stop messing around. How many people are playing here? I want to check. Some people on. That's cool. You can just group up. At least there's some people, right? Or we should be fine here. We could probably get through this pretty easily. Want to go this way, or... I guess I'm leading the way, right? I'm the warrior. Join the Discord. Yeah, I'll join it. Just be careful with the charges. It's a pretty good attack here. There's a bunch of shamans in here. But yeah, it's nice to be in a guild where there's like, you know, people you will get to, you know, do some dungeons with them. Okay to charge here. Taunt off. Taunt got resisted. Yeah, Shot Priest's pretty dope, man. The amount of damage this guy does is insane, and he's self-found, so most likely, you know, farmed all his gear himself. That stun's really strong. There's Corduni Battlemaster. We can't get the small thorium vein, not high enough. find another one? No. Okay. I'll get this one. He can finish that one off. Hard to hold threat against this guy. He pumps. Or his abilities are high threat. Yeah, no problem. It's cool that there's a self-found community. Just want to see. I need like 200 and something to get small thorium veins. Thorium's the final ore that we need to get. One shaman in here. It's kind of sad. Yeah, it's nothing. Not many shamans. Okay. It's one shaman. He needs a few actually. That's cool. He's got a little pig. Is that a sheep? Oh, it's pig. He's got a pig pet. It's a cool pet. I guess we go here. Mage Lord. I'm down to do that, whatever. At least if we slay these guys, you know, new mobs can spawn. I don't know where we should go next. Warlock. Needs mana. We got another one. We just got a shaman. I don't think we got it credit for that. We got a group now, so we're pretty damn safe here. Who's this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? No, he's still in our group, so can't be that bad. Well, he left. What a rat. Wonder why he left. Well, he has a different quest. Let's see if we can get anything done in here. Mage Lords, Mage Lords and Battle Masters. Yeah, nothing in here. The guy's a classic rogue. That's how rogues are. Yeah, this quest is a little rough. Getting the shamans is very rare. Mage Lord. Gotta kill all the ones on the bottom to get shaman to spawn. Yeah. You have to be patient with this quest. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to not group up. I think he's probably on a different part, though. a shaman up there. But he's okay. Loot this one and see another one spawn soon. There's a shaman here. Very good. 2 shamans. Another one here. He only needs like 1 more after this. We'll see if he stays. If he doesn't stay, it's fine. We do have to change our ways. I don't think he will stay. He's probably been here for a while. There we go. Yeah. So that's 7, 3 more for us. I'll lose food buff soon. Double Mage Lord here. See if he stays. He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. I know how it is. I don't know if I go there. Maybe we just go in the cave again. Check that out. There's got to be one in there. Kind of went an interesting route. I think he's gone. Okay. Nope. Just sticking around. We got the quest.
Hard to the Forsaken!
Oh no, he buffed me, gave me a little bit of health. Take a peek in here. No, Mage Lord, Battle Master. Nothing too great. Yeah, he's gone. Alright. All good. Good luck. Stay safe. Yeah, we're not going in there. I'm not clearing that cave out just to hopefully get a shaman. Last time we went in there was no shamans at all. We'll just have to wait for the next round of shamans to spawn. And we will get this quest done. Still probably not a good time to try to get in a ZF. Maybe it is. Probably not, because we wouldn't join the group. I just want to check, though. We can do Uldaman, too. See what's up. Need quests for Uldaman, though. Yeah, not a lot of people. Just 2 Uldamans. Nobody's for ZF. Be interesting if you were running up this bridge, you pull these 2. See if we can find a shaman up here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's nice to see there's a bunch of people in the guild. A couple 60s as well. Recruiting for Friday and Sunday, Wednesday raids. Fatal. Reach out with Fatal. So I guess they help a guild raid. We'll help them get people. It's one of the hard things about raiding in Classic, just getting 40 people, man. That's the hardest boss in the game. The shaman there. I'll wait. Just be patient. Let me tell you, world. Pero freaky. He called me a pero. Hilarious. I think that means like a dog. I don't know why he just doesn't group up. This guy just needs to relax. Mage Lord, Mage Lord. Everywhere a Mage Lord. Warlock, Warlock. We gotta get rid of all these casters. So we'll find shamans. Yeah, a bunch of warlocks. Mage shaman up there, yeah. Just gotta go get him. Gotta watch out when we pull it, though. I don't want to deal with two warlords or anything more than that. Just bandage quick. Buff up. Good time to go in here. We just need one more shaman after this. Yeah, that guy was kind of strange. Like, he needed shamans, but, like, he didn't want to group up with us. Maybe he has, like, a don't group challenge. I don't know. But he did accept the invite. So, that was a little strange. Have any more food? Yeah, here's some ham steaks. Bricky. Mickey. Whatever that. We're in a fricky schmicky battle. Me and this rogue. Gonna tell your boss you are slacking. Mickey. Oh, we got hit with a friggin' debuff because of you, dude. You gotta earn those $1,000. No, decline. I'm not joining no groups, pal. Slimy move. Well, that could be for a dungeon. Loser, no wonder your ex left you. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know the? How did you know? Why so salty? Yeah, I don't know why this guy's so salty. I can feel it. Loser vibe. You play a rogue. Pussy. Go vanish. Pussy. Go vanish, pussy. Bold and fat. Got yes. Ricky. Got ya. Oh man, he's an XD guy. Gotta watch out for the XDers. No. Thanks, bud. Thanks, bud. Weird one. There you go. Have a good day. I gotta go. All right. There we go. We got that done. Let's get out of here. Weird guy. Why so salty? I don't know why he's so salty, man. Upset for like no reason. Tried to group up with him. And then he just didn't want to group up. He tried to help you. Tried to help you, man. But he just wouldn't take our help. Don't need. Not true. Can vanish. Can vanish, man. I'm chirping rogue. My first hardcore character was the 60 was a rogue, so it's a fun class for hardcore. It's nice to have vanish, but it's you can get a little cocky. You gotta watch out. Probably have to fight our way back. This is where it's nice to be a rogue too. You just stealth through this. But as a warrior, you have to fight through it. It's too bad. Yeah, I don't know why that guy's so upset. I think the first person I've met who's like, and like, don't think that there's like a lot of WoW players. He's kind of rare, actually. There's some. Sometimes run into people who are just kind of strange like that. Hostile for like no reason, just because you're on the same quest. You try to solve the problem by grouping up, but they get even more upset. I'm gonna get rid of this patrol. I think I got invited to a party, but I said no. Might be for Alderman. This guy's name's Flicka. That's hilarious. Is that what he was saying to me earlier? There's a mage named Flicka. Is that what he seems saying? Flicka or some Fricky? Yeah, never mind. Different. But yeah, moving on. Kind of, they're rare, people like that. These people are pretty chill in this game. That guy's got to be young, though. That's my guess. Maybe not. I don't know how many young people are playing hardcore classic. Well, maybe there's more now because of, like, you know, that hardcore event that they had with OnlyFans. Like, that kind of made the the game a little bit more popular than it was, because Tyler 1 played and people from other games came in and showed some love to classic WoW. To watch out here. We're almost out, guys. I And you never run through this. You know, never get on your mount and think you can just run through it all, because it just doesn't work. You'll get knocked off your mount, and then you'll get killed by like 5 ogres or whatever mob you're running through. 5 to 6. Unless you got vanished, then you could just like get knocked off your mount, get vanished, and you're good. You know what's like almost impossible to die is if you have target dummy with vanish. Because, you know, you can always just target dummy. That'll get you, you know, away, and then you can vanish. Okay. I'm surprised we didn't pull there. This could be bad. Surprised we... Yeah, that's good. Didn't pull. Kind of a tricky spot. They kind of force you to fight 3 mobs here if you're like a low level. Sort of guarding the entrance. And there we go. We made it out. The Gorduni compound. And another thing you can do, like, you know what people would do? You can report the guy. Right? You could. I'm not going to do that. But that's one way you can really, because you can't talk like that to people. There's that thing you signed, right? Where you have to be nice to everybody. So if anybody says like one bad thing to you, someone gets under your skin, you say something, you can get reported and you'll get banned. I'm not going to report the guy. He's already in a bad state of mind. Don't want to add to that. All right, so we're done with the Ogres of Feralas. We're almost 49, which is nice. Not many dungeons going on. But that is completely fine.
Lokta, you've proven yourself to be a trustworthy and dependable ally, adventurer.
Wants us
These
to
seem to be planned
find a
for some sort of
Gorduni
dark
orb.
ceremony, adventurer. From what I can make out, this ritual is conducted by the Gorduni Mage Lords. Find one of these Mage Lords,
we
and
messed
from him,
up.
gather an orb. The orb of a mage contains great...
Yeah, we messed up. Should have picked this up with the other quests. Because we were slaying a bunch of Mage Lords. It's all good, though. It's fine. You can come back here and quest later. I don't think we'll do this quest. It's kind of a pain. Any of these escort quests are really not worth doing. Especially in hardcore. You just get outnumbered. It's a guarantee. Alright, well, I'm going to hearth out of here. We also got these imposing bracers of the Eagle. 51 armor, 7 intellect, 6 stamina. And there we go. So we're back in Tanaris, guys. We have this quest to still finish. We need to take down Firebeard and also Khalif Scorpid Sting. Maybe we'll make our way back in here. Hopefully we can find, you know, if we go in there and find somebody to do the quest with, that would be awesome. Or maybe we'll hop into a Zul'Farrak next episode. It's got any junk to sell? Looks like we're doing all right. Could get rid of these.
Welcome to
Suspended.
Tanaris, adventurer. How can I be of service to you today? You don't look like a blacksmith to me, but I know how looks can be deceiving.
All right, guys. Well, there we go. Played some ogres today. Too bad we didn't get 49. I should have picked up some more quests. It was my bad. Just trying to play it safe. We probably could have got that Dark Ceremony quest done as well. But that is going to be the end of today's episode. Next episode, we'll probably be in a Zul'Farrak. Try to get 49. And yeah, hopefully we get Janked Race or Salt Race. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.